Okay, hi. So I wanted to make this video because I have been watching this woman for upwards of 10 years. I started watching her when she first moved to Kentucky and she lived with Destiny's mom in that blue room. And the first video I ever watched of Amberlynn was her Chinese food mukbang where she ate 2 Walmart egg rolls and that instant noodle salad. So I don't know, I thought this video was super fascinating, and even though it's sort of like a nothing burger of a video, it is just so illustrative of Amberlynn's personality. I think there's so much to unpack, so many Amberisms, and even though they're not saying much, it shows so much about her personality.
I feel like I'm going crazy because it's like
You kind of are.
I'm trying to have a genuine conversation with you, and I'm just wondering, why can't we both have bad days? Why is it just you're allowed to have them?
Why do you need to sit here and continue to yell at me? Why can't you go inside like I asked you and give me a little bit of space?
I can give you space. I just want to hug.
Give me. I don't want to.
So this is kind of funny. This is light work. She says, I can give you space, I just want to hug. And what she's really saying is, I can give you what you need, but my needs come first. I can give you what you want, but only after you give me what I want. And she's clearly seeking to soothe her anxieties. She's anxious about being abandoned, being loved.
I hug you right now. I just don't.
Okay, fine. Can we just like wrap it up with like a good vibes, like good.
So this is basically her asking for a hug, but in a different font. I don't think she really wants to wrap it up with a good vibe. I think she just wants to continue the conversation so that she comes out on top. And I also have to ask, who's the good vibe for? She's trying to frame continuing the conversation as something that's for the benefit of both of them and for the relationship, but it's really just for her. This is her trying to soothe her anxiety.
Because I don't have emotional permanence. I literally don't. Which means when I walk away...
So I have to suffer because of that.
So she's saying here, I don't have emotional permanence. And this just, it's like nails on chalkboard because... So what's happening here is she's thinking, okay, so the first 2 tactics didn't work. These lovey-dovey tactics didn't work. Now I have to resort to threatening her. This is illustrative of one of the most frustrating things about Amberlynn is that she co-ops mental illnesses. She learns the buzzwords and she uses them as manipulation tools to exploit those around her. And she uses them to guilt people into treating her delicately and to give her exceptions. And it's just really gross because mental illness is hard. And there are already so many stigmas around mental illness, around what people with them are like, and she is just honestly making a mockery of them. I certainly believe that she has some type of mental illness, some type of personality disorder, but unfortunately we'll never know for sure because she'll never get a diagnosis.
No, I'm saying when I walk away, I'm left with what just happened, and that's what I firmly believe our whole relationship is based off of. So if you just tell me you love me...
So again, it's a threat. If we don't end things on a good note, I'm gonna think that our relationship and thus you are a terrible person. This is her just keeping her partner on their toes so that they're always on their best behavior. They can't ever, have a bad day or not be the type of partner that Amberlynn wants them to be. And it just sounds so exhausting.
Okay, you don't need to explain your unhealthy way of thinking.
A little bit. It's a little unhealthy, I guess.
And this part is like, it's these little tiny nuances that are so infuriating. Emily clocks her here and says, she's basically mirrored what Amberlynn has said to her, right? Amberlynn says she doesn't have emotional permanence, therefore Emily must forget about her own needs and cater to Amberlynn's needs. A functional adult wouldn't need this type of special care. Emily is already irritated and asks her, so I'm responsible for your unhealthy way of thinking? And Amberlynn backtracks. That's why it's so frustrating because Amberlynn claims mental illness when she can capitalize on them when they benefit her, but when it comes to having to reflect and change her behavior, she does not claim them. All of a sudden, she's perfectly fine. It's not unhealthy at all. You can hear it in her voice. She goes, well, a little bit unhealthy. And it's just wild seeing how twisted her thought process is in real time. She's weaponizing mental illness as opposed to being a good community member and hoping to make her life and everybody else's lives better through making herself better.
Yes.
Very unhealthy.
Okay. I like to leave the conversation with something positive.
After Emily clocks her, saying her thought process is unhealthy, Amberlynn's ego has been bruised and she backtracks again. She doesn't want to be perceived as unhealthy. So now she wants to leave the conversation on a positive note because it's a value of hers, not because she has an emotional handicap. So now it's because she's a positive, good person. And that's why she likes to leave conversations on a good note, not because she needs it to prevent her from crashing out due to mental illness.
Because I don't like how this is affecting us. Like,
Okay.
you've had a really bad day.
Can you please give me some space?
Again, it becomes, I don't like how this is affecting us. She's doing this to be altruistic because she cares about the health of their relationship and for the love that they share, not because of her own anxiety.
I'm asking nicely.
Yes, but can you answer a question for me? Why is it okay for you to backtrack?
How is this?
And again, her real intentions are revealed. She doesn't want to leave on a positive note for the both of them. Amberlynn's goal here is to validate her own feelings through Emily because she needs external validation. She needs Emily to tell her that her experience and feelings are important because she can't do that for herself.
Ending it nicely, Amberlynn.
No, because I think I want you
I'll
to
leave you with this.
reflect.
But why?
No,
Seriously?
I guess I want you to reflect. Why is it okay?
Her asking Emily to reflect is so, it's these little things that add up over time that are just, it drives you insane.
Okay for you to backtrack and have a bad day so bad that you kind of take it out on me all day long, and then I finally pop off because it just became a lot because I also had my own separate bad day. So why is it okay for you to have a bad day but I'm not?
So if this were any other person without context, I think this is like a fine thing to say, maybe depending on what happened. We'll never know, or maybe we will, but we currently don't know what happened that day. And so, you know, this could be a reasonable request. However, because of what we know about Amberlynn, I'm taking that with a grain of salt. It also shows Amberlynn's ability to twist otherwise reasonable logic in order to manipulate.
I didn't say you weren't allowed to, but you sitting here doing this to me when I'm telling you to please stop is not okay.
I think what Emily says here is great. I can't speak on Emily's character, but the way that she's conducting this conversation has been all right so far. Amberlynn says, why can't we both have bad days? And Emily says, I didn't say that you weren't allowed to have a bad day. And so she's not invalidating Amberlynn's experiences or feelings. She's just standing on business. She's just saying, I've had a bad day.
Okay, your bad day,
Amberlynn, stop.
but your bad day was met with, at the end of the night, I still
stop.
wanted to hold you. That's what I was looking forward to.
I was going to. I needed a little space
Okay,
first.
but can I tell you what my bad days met with? You're going back to Oklahoma. So do you see the difference?
Because you continue to do this to me over and over again. Back up then, like I asked you to. Or just go inside, please. Give me some space. Amberlynn, this is ridiculous. Go inside. Please, I'm not gonna be able to calm down until you please go away for a little bit.
Okay, can you just reflect on why?
I will reflect.
Why?
Oh,
Her asking her to reflect is crazy.
okay, I'm sorry.
Do you really want to break up?
I don't know. I don't have time to space to think. Please go inside and give me space. Please go inside and give me space.
Can I have a kiss?
She can't resist, seeking that external validation.
I'm not here to hurt you, Emily. I just want you to love me. I love you. And I'm sorry, but I love you, okay?
Please go inside. I love you too.
I'm sorry. Do you accept my apology?
Yes.
If I were Emily, I'd be so annoyed at this if someone apologized to me and immediately asked them if I accepted their apology. To me, that reads as someone who's not truly apologetic, but as someone who is, once again, seeking a validation. It's quite audacious to ask someone if they accept your apology right after apologizing. This is just a means to an ends for her. And to me, I feel like if I were put in that position, I'd just feel like a pawn in her game.
I know this shouldn't have happened. I'm fully aware. But I am getting better. And that's without help. And that's only in a few days.
When it comes to the personality disorder that Amberlynn has, I am in the camp that she most likely has NPD. And here is a great example of it where she can't help but praise herself. And again, it's like a 2-in-1. It's also a manipulation tactic saying, look how great I'm doing. This won't happen again. And look how great I am.
I just want you to think of the positive things. Okay. I just feel bad.
And she breaks down a last time saying, I feel bad. Now she's putting Emily in a position where she has to comfort her for something that Amberlynn has done to her. We don't know what she's done, but she's obviously apologizing for something, and now Emily has to comfort Amberlynn for the guilt she feels for doing whatever she did. And it's just relentless. It's so exhausting. You know, it's so manipulative.
I'm sorry.
Please give me space. That's all I'm asking for.
So that's basically the end of the video clip, but you know, to me, Amberlynn really wants to be the victim, but also the person in power at the same time. She wants to exploit victimhood to give herself power. And that is like the playbook that I think we've seen over the last, I don't know how many years she's been on YouTube, but it's just insane. So that's it. That's the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are too. This has been my special interest for so long and I haven't had anyone to talk about it with. But I do want to start making more videos, so I hope I'll see you again.